What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I'm doing July readings for all the signs, and I am on the sign of Aries by request. I think that you guys are ending a cycle. There's a pretty painful ending here that's going to transition into a new cycle and possibly back into a stable reunion with someone, possibly. But you're really kind of undecided about this because I think that part of you knows that this makes you really happy, and this is probably like a spiritual connection. But like, your guys aren't really talking about it. You're both kind of like, well, you know, kind of waiting for the other person to say something. But I think some of you could see yourself being really happy with someone, and that's kind of why you want to go back and try to make things work, maybe. And it's like a lighter energy. It's not like someone just wants to come back because this is their home. Like, they consider this home, you know. But right now, there's some fights going on. Outside people, drama, blah, blah, blah. Kind of preventing this from happening. Even though I think this is what you guys want, it's being blocked by some haters. And I think they're super mad. But in this process, I think someone is kind of coming into this energy where they're kind of grounding themselves. They're thinking about what's it going to take for me to be stable. And I think that they can see stability in this situation with this person. And so they had to end something with someone else. Because I think that they want to put the investment here. They want to, you know, work on their money with this person. I think that this is just like joining the forces. Like, you could see yourself, you know, not only grounded but making money and kind of coming back to this family dynamic that's really stable. But you're just really afraid to talk about how you feel. Because there's this air of manipulation where this person probably didn't talk about their feelings. And that, you know, this person's your soulmate, so there's like a really strong connection. Could be with a water sign. But I do see that some of you want this commitment, or maybe a water sign wants this from you. But right now there's a level of heartbreak. Someone's going through some depression. Someone's going through pretty big tower moment. But I think that in that you're going to be having clarity, or you're going to be kind of finally speaking your truth about how you feel. More than anything, I think it's clarity about your true feelings, because I think that you finally realize what happiness is to you, what makes you happy. When you think about happy with another person, what is it, you know? And for some of you, that meant that you needed to pull away from someone else. And I think that there was probably kids involved. Someone where there just wasn't an equal give and take. And this is something that you tried. This is something that you were in possibly a marriage with, someone there was a partnership with, but it was more like sexually based with the Lover's card here. But I think that someone's going through a divorce because they figured out that, you know, they kind of went back to the situation, and then they realized that this person, there's just too much fighting, and there were kids involved. So I think that, you know, when you think about family, there was a marriage involved as well. But when it comes down to justice in the situation, it's like, I think that this person or someone in this situation wants to kind of build somewhere else, kind of doesn't really see the situation as stable anymore, because the main focus right now is becoming stable and having an equal relationship with someone else, and it just wasn't there. So now there's a major shift in energy where this, like, some person is like totally doing a 360 in this situation where they want to go and maybe try to make things work with another person, where they, you know, can see this as more of an investment, a long-term investment, you know, and realizing that this is their path. Because that's what's going to make you grounded. This is where this love offer is. This is like a relationship that's new. But I think that there's some feelings that were hurt in the past. Someone has a lot of regret about the situation. Someone is feeling like they were left, you know, but now, and so this person could be kind of moving towards clarity in the situation. Someone kind of came into clarity and figured out what they wanted, but it's like, for some reason it's still being stalled because there's still old things that need to be worked on, and there is an air of like someone having to move away from a situation and move forward with their life because they've figured out that someone that they were with was with another person, and they want to move forward with their life and be happy as well because there is someone that they love a lot, but there's just too much fighting. There was always other people and always arguing and just a lot of obstacles, and it just felt like it was a game to them, you know. So this cycle ends, and then this person maybe goes back to someone to have like this homecoming, but right now they're kind of in hermit mode and trying to heal from the situation that they just went through, even though like they figured out what they wanted. In that there's some other things that needed to end so they could balance out their emotions because they're really confused. But I think that this other person in this situation is really confused as well and trying to balance out their emotions. So you guys are kind of both taking a step back and trying to stabilize the situation, even though you both know it makes you happy. Someone is like really afraid to make a decision because I think that someone is kind of being honest with themselves now, and they want to try something new with this other person, but that means walking away from something, and because that kind of scares them, you know, and maybe this person walked away from this. Okay, so there's like a bunch of scenarios. I feel like someone left a situation, it was a pretty tough ending, shit fell apart, and now this other person is really defensive because someone left to go to try to work something out with their mother of their child, father of their child, whatever the case may be. And it didn't work. And I think someone got like a divorce finalized because someone went back in, someone was like, you know, saying, no, this is going to be equal this time, we're going to make things even, and this is going to be like, you know, a solid ground to stand on. But someone changed their mind because they realized they were in love with someone else. And I think that they're trying to work, they want to work on this situation, they want to work on themselves, and so they're kind of in hermit mode right now, trying to prepare themselves for you know, kind of pushing people away, kind of spending some time alone, because they're going through some heartbreak right now over this betrayal. But I mean, the main thing is that someone is figuring out what's going to bring them to stability. And they're not even looking at this situation anymore. They're looking towards like a love, like a new, something new, or a potential for something new in a different situation. And I think that they realize like this is destiny, like this is the path that they're supposed to be on. But a part of them is really happy with their child, but there's just no emotions there with that family dynamic. And there's someone who's really immature with their emotions, how they communicate, how they act, and so it caused someone to kind of pull away and kind of have passion to try something else. But right now they're kind of pushing people away because there's some things like they're not ready to talk about their feelings. They haven't talked about their feelings, even though I think that they recognize this is a spiritual connection. They did leave someone out, and they realized, you know, that this would be the fair thing to do, because when the truth comes out, then it's like they were able to make a responsible decision about this relationship. But they're still kind of going back and forth in their head. But I think that they are kind of like being honest with themselves about the situation, and they figured out that they do want to move forward into something new where something makes them really happy. and kind of begin a new cycle and something that's really stable. But there is some kind of like self-reflection and healing that's going on right now. Some of you guys really do want this reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I think that you guys, someone went on a vacation to try to reconcile with someone, and now they're like realizing that they need to free themselves from this situation. Because it was like games, you know, and I think that the person that they were trying to manifest into their life wasn't the right soulmate. It's definitely a new love, Aries. Maybe engagement. Oh, shit. Or maybe you're going to be engaged to the situation. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. I'm proud of you, Aries. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, the bond deepens. You guys need to get to know each other because this is new. And this is someone that you've met before where there's a lot of chemistry. Like there's a magnetic attraction that you can't even explain to yourself. But you know that something always keeps you coming back. And I think that you're ready to try love in this situation. But you guys really do need to spend some time like being honest about how you feel, being honest about the situation, and give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And then some of you guys need to forgive your parents. Love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I'm never going to get used to these cards. You guys want to work with someone. Like you want to teamwork makes the dream work type shit. You know what I mean? But you're going through some shit right now. Pretty heartbroken about a love situation with another person. But if you look at it, the person that you're sad about, see there's a little bird with a crown. There's still two people right here in the back. So I feel like someone had to leave something because they're in love with someone else. So this might hurt, but you still have this in the background, you know? So Hakuna Matata. And I think that there's just, this was a really abusive relationship for somebody who was really mean to them. A really abusive relationship. And they want to move on with their life. And they're going to be sending a message and moving forward. Look at, on a ship moving forward, you know? But it's like we're sitting here like thinking about it. Or maybe you have a water sign that's thinking about you. But you are like fully grounded, my friends. King of Earth in your full power with your crown on and shit. Page of Water, 7 of Water. So confused about how you message someone. Confused about a child situation. You just want them to be happy. And you might be spying a little bit. But the Magician is here. I think that you want to manifest a different situation because one of them was really stressful for you. And there is love here. But it's like someone was focused on the wrong things in the past. It was like more about what they lost and not what they had. But now they want to have this reunion and kind of do it with intention, like quickly, you know, because I think they want to tell the truth to this person about how they feel and that there is love here and that they want to like renew the situation, but they're just like kind of waiting, trying to figure out when's the best time to take off on this giraffe and carry on this new journey, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that you guys maybe are trying to build up your finances, maybe you're just waiting for your ships to come in, but it is about a long-term investment here, and I think that you guys are trying to become stable. Could be staying with your mama, or just something with, well, it could be your energy too, I guess. So kind of for yourself, by yourself, becoming independent and like investing in something because you know what you want to do now. And you're like determined to be a boss. I love these cards. I didn't think they were going to be this big though. Multitasking, choices, balance between work and play. And one of them, maybe play, it's a little bit more important right now because you are like figuring out what makes you happy. And you're going to answer the call for this person. And you don't want to fight anymore. You don't want to fight about this. Even though you do have mixed feelings, you know that this is something that you need to do for yourself because this is what's going to bring you like into something really good, like new things, better things. And that means leaving someone behind and going towards this Queen of Fire who has blonde hair and is really pretty. Yeah, I like this bitch. She's pretty. And like starting a new journey, but you're not really, I think you're scared to talk about your feelings and just scared in general because you have a lot of passion for this person and you're kind of holding back. You've been holding back how you felt for a long time. And that's that they make you really happy and like this is like peaceful to you. But I'm setting things on fire apparently. You're kind of looking towards the future and wanting to work with this person, but in the meantime, maybe it's about having a conversation and sending that message, perhaps. Telling the truth, finding your strength, you know, realizing the High Priestess is pretty relevant to the situation and she's kind of like above all the queens and you like are really scared of that. I think that this person intimidates you, so you kind of hide from them. Oh shit, Emperor. Okay, High Priestess and Emperor. So this is like, yeah, you want to work with this person because this is like a power couple. This is like a major power couple. Like this is who you should be with to build some shit up and work with. Yeah, you guys are on the right path right now, my friends. Two of Air, Ace of Earth. Yep, money and decisions. And Fortune's Wheel with the water sign, perhaps, who, ooh, she pretty too, though. Okay. Look at those eyelashes. Someone you love a lot. Someone that you want to tell the truth to because of whatever reason you're just scared to talk about it. But I don't think that you're really that scared anymore. I think that this person is trying to figure out what they want to do with their life and set up like the right boundaries. This person's kind of pushing people out because of this ending that happened, but I think that they're releasing the energy that goes with this ending. Like, you know, usually the Ten of Swords is a pretty evil looking card, or like you can feel the pain, but this person's like releasing that. And then there's like this relationship, but I think that someone feels like they've been left, or maybe they're just trying to figure out what can get them out of this like insecurity that they've been feeling. Because they want to have a conversation, but they're afraid that you're going to be defensive. Four of Air. So they're trying to kind of rest and bring their thoughts together, but I think that they are kind of figuring out where to go. And I think that they're going to be communicating with you sometime in the near future because you make them happy. And I think that they've like answering the call for their life. They finally are listening to their inner selves, their intuition, their guides, so that they can so they can move forward with their life and be victorious. And I think that they figured that out sometime in the recent past. Page of Fire. There's a lot of passion here. It's kind of like childlike almost. It's like feeling like a little kid again. Anyways, that's all I have for you, Aries. Have a good day.